Transit.
When I was a kid growing up, I used to ride buses all the time. I grew up in a neighborhood where I grew up in Queens, New York. So I was right near, God, tons of bus lines, tons of trains, tons of subways. You didn't think twice about it as being like an alternative mode of transportation. It was just what you hopped on.
I think the public transportation system is really problematic. It's overcrowded.
They need a better transportation service for the city. They needed better connections from north, south, east, and west.
It's late, it's slow. I waited over 20 minutes today.
So you find yourself, in a situation where you can take the light rail so far, but then you've got to find a bus stop or...
When it stopped, it was too full to pick up any more people.
We need a better safe service for guests and tourists coming to our city.
It took 2 hours for it to get to Towson.
And they needed more frequency of their buses.
Like they just don't seem to link together very well.
What's your tolerance level? How long are you willing to wait for a bus or a train or what? 10 minutes? 15? Okay. You start waiting a half hour, that's a lot of time out of a day. You know, if you miss a connection and all of a sudden you're looking at a 45-minute wait, assuming you don't live on a direct route, what am I supposed to spend 3 hours when a car would take me 20 minutes?
But one of the things I found out in doing the story, and this is really kind of Baltimore being a second-tier city, not to insult it, but just in terms of population size and congestion. People who live here think it's bad because it wasn't like it was in the 50s, but the fact of the matter is, it's nothing like being in D.C. It's nothing like being in New York City. It's nothing like being in a city where taking mass transit is faster than taking your car, and that's the whole key.
And that's the whole point, right about it. Taking mass transit can't be faster because it's not real big in Baltimore City. Or Baltimore County and Baltimore County.
You know, people point to other cities. You can hear the Amtrak train in the background, right? People point to other cities as being examples of cities our size. Portland, Oregon is the one that always comes up, that seem to have successful transportation, mass transportation systems. But what people don't realize out there is, one, you don't have the turf wars. So you can have everybody on the same page because the city wasn't really built when they decided to install and come up with transportation plans. You know, here, part of the problem is you're trying to, you know, what are you going to do? Run a subway tunnel underneath Lombard or Pratt Street at this point for your east-west connector? It's a great idea, except it would cost billions and billions of dollars because the whole infrastructure of the city already exists. If you don't have a choice and you have to depend on this system for work, it would make me very hesitant to take certain kinds of jobs. That's just, you know, that's the way I feel about it.